Hey, good Monday morning to you. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. And we're back from spring break. So, this was our first official day back from spring break. And I'm glad each one of you are here on the live broadcast. And those of you who are watching it on the replay later, I'm happy that you're doing that too. Again, I'm a headless person because I am wearing the dining shirt because Dining is still in the lead. I can show you, I guess I can show you my shirt, take the green screen off. That's my green screen back there behind me. I went, right before we got out from school, I went up there and got that before spring break. And so that's the magic behind me. My room doesn't actually look like that. Uh, I'm excited that you're all here. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope that you had a chance maybe to get outside and enjoy some sunshine. I did yesterday. I went for a 25-mile bike ride, and that was a lot of fun. Put in the chat if you got to go outside and do anything fun. I know you have to stay away from people and stuff, but maybe you had a chance to go for a walk or go into the park and just a chance to burn some energy. So if you did anything exciting, put that in the chat. Today, let's get to what we're going to be doing today. Today, we are going to play a math game again. And before we get to the math game, though, I want to talk about on Friday, we did this experiment. We did the soda challenge experiment. And thankfully, while we were live, I was able to actually blow the soda can, and we learned that the air pressure, the difference in air pressure is what made the soda can flip from one coffee mug to another. And some of you did this experiment, and you sent it to me, which is awesome. I want to show some pictures. This is Emily. She sent me this picture of her and her mother did the soda can challenge. Emily said she was able to get it in the coffee mug, but her mom wasn't. So good job, Emily. Also, Mackenzie sent this video in, and I'm going to attempt to share this with you right now. I think I can. This is Mackenzie's video. Check this out. Let's see.
Hope I don't feel too bad.
All right, there she is doing the soda can challenge.
Attempt number 1 out of 500.
There she did on attempt number 2.
Okay, but we have a third mug here.
You got it. Oh, she had another mug. Oh, let's see. She's not there.
Okay, that was just. Okay, let's just not try that mug. I will not. Let's not try the third mug. Hope I don't feel too bad.
All right. So, Mackenzie, thanks so much for sharing that, Mackenzie. That was awesome. On the second attempt, she got it in the coffee mug. So that's great. If anyone else did the soda can challenge, and you can continue, you can do the soda can challenge today. Send me some pictures, or if you got a little short video like that Mackenzie sent in, I'll play it on tomorrow's episode. So I want to also remind you, keep a daily journal. Keep a journal of what's going on in the world. You can write down, all the stuff that you hear on the news. You can write that down in your journal, but also just write down, things that you did. Like on Friday, you could have written down, well, Mr. Crader on Mr. Crader Live told us to do the soda can challenge. I did it, and then blah, 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 blah. You could write down, what happened and your thoughts about this. And you can just write down anything. This is your journal, and I want you to be keeping it daily. I've been doing this for the past I've been keeping my journal for the past 2 weeks now, a little over 2 weeks, and I'm up to almost 20 pages in my journal. So I'm just writing down just even things that I eat and things that I do. Like I told you earlier, I went on a bike ride. I wrote that down, and just keep track of all the stuff that's going on, because if you don't, it's easy to forget. I mean, we'll remember the big things, but a lot of the little small things, your mind will just forget those. So keep a journal. You don't have to turn that into me, but I just want you to keep track of all the stuff that's going on in the world. You can do that like after this broadcast ends each day, or you could do it like I do, like right before I go to bed at night. I sit down at my computer and I type it out. It doesn't have to be on a computer. You can just write it out by hand, but keep a journal of what's going on during the day. All right, so today, Dynan is in the lead with 210 points. Yorisi is a close second with 170 points. Funda, you're at 130, and Amistad, you're at 90. Now, I need my Funda folks to earn some points because I'm getting tired of wearing this green shirt, especially since I do green screens. You can't even tell that I've got a shirt on. I'm a headless, I'm just like a talking head up here with no body. So I need some color here. So my Funda folks, come on now. I need your help. All right. So today we are going to play another version of the math game that we played last week. Last week, we played 101 and out, or 101 and out. Today, we're going to play 101 and out 2.0. Oh, look, Miss Yarbrough has joined us, and she's getting on the Yorisi folks, and she's saying, Yorisi, get it together. All right, you heard it from Miss Yarbrough. Funda folks, you're hearing it from me. So back to our game. We're playing 101 and out today, and we're going to play it a little bit different than the way we played it last week. Today, the way we're going to play it is you have to roll the dice 6 times. I mean, you have to. So you need to think about which number to keep because you must roll 6 times, and the closest person to 101 without going over wins. So if you look at this example of the 2 different players on the left-hand part of your screen, they rolled a 1, and so that 1 they made it a 10. Then they rolled a 5, and they made it a 50. All right, 10 plus 50 is 60. They rolled a 4, they made it a 4. And that makes it 64. They didn't make it a 40 because if they'd made it a 40, they'd already been up to 100, and then they still have to roll 3 more times, and so they'll go over. So today, you have to use some strategy, and you have to use your mind and think here, because if you get too close to 100 at the very beginning, there's a chance that you'll go over, and then I'll beat you. So you're going to get to play against me again. And just as a review, we roll 1 die, and each number that we roll, it can represent the number that you roll or 10 times that number. So if you roll a 5, it could be a 5 or a 50. All right. So you're going to get to play against me, and I've got to. Are there any questions in the chat here, real quick? Because I've got to pull up our online stopwatch die, and once I get that pulled up, then we are going to play. All right, it is coming up right now. Oh, I hear it. There it is right there. Okay, so I've got the dice. I'm going to use it full screen here to make it bigger. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to roll first. Since I'm the teacher, I'm making these rules up. I'm going to get to go first. So I'm going first, and then after I do mine, then you're going to get a chance to do yours. All right, so I have to roll this 6 different times. So here we go. First row. I rolled a 6. So I'm going to make that a 60. All right, I'm going to make that a 60. All right, so I've got 60. So let me write that down in my notes here. You know, Mr. Crader's out for revenge since you guys beat me twice last time. I have to win, this time. So I've got 60. Back, I'm going to roll it again. I've got a 3. That's a good one. I think I'm going to make that a 30. I'm going to go ahead and make that a 30. So now I have 60 and 30. That's 90, but I still have 4 more rows to go. So I'm going to have to be real careful here as I do this. All right, I have a 5. I'm going to keep that a 5. I'm not going to multiply that times 10 because if I do, I would go over. So now I have 95. All right. I've got 3 more rows to go. I need some low numbers now. Keep getting these big numbers. Oh, no. I've got a 6. That's not good because a 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 90 is 101. And I have to roll this 2 more times. So I'm going to lose. Well, maybe, unless y'all go out, then we'll tie. All right, I just got a 5. I just went out because 101 plus 5 is 106. All right, how many of y'all are laughing at Mr. Crader right now? Now, see, I went out. All you have to do is stay under 101, and you beat me this round. I can't believe I'm going to lose to you possibly 3 times in a row. This is crazy. All right, so I'm going to roll for you. And then you need to tell me what to do with the numbers, okay? So I'm going to row, and then in the chat, you tell me what number you want. All right, so here we go. 4. You got a 4. I'm going to play some music while you tell me your numbers. So should that be a 4 or a 4? Mackenzie says 40. All right, Mackenzie says 40. Victoria says 40. Austin says 40. Jose says 4. Emily says 40. All right, it looks like the majority of people who are in the chat right now are saying 40. So we're going to make this a 40. All right, so you all have a 40. All right, 40. And William, my nephew, says 40 as well. All right, next. Here's your next row. Could this be a 1 or a 10? A 1 or a 10? Hey, Miss Johnson is here. If you're in Miss Johnson's class, or even if you're not in Miss Johnston's class, you need to give her a shout out. All right, should it be a 1 or a 10? 1 or a 10? All right, Mackenzie says, this is a 1. All right, it looks like the majority of people in the chat are saying make this a 10. So we are going to make this one a 10. All right, so right now you have 40 plus 10, which is 50. Now remember, your main goal here is not to go out above 101 because I already did. I'm out. You just have to stay underneath 101. All right, let's roll your dice again. And you got a 6. What would you like to do with this 6? Tell me in the chat, what would you like to do with this 6? A 6 or a 60? Austin Emily says 6. Jacory says 6. All right. So Mackenzie has a good point here. She says if we need to do 6 because if we put 60, we're going to lose. So I was hoping y'all would say 60 because I'm getting tired of getting beat by y'all. All right. So a 6 it is. So now you have 56. You have 3 more rows, and in those 3 rows, you have to stay under 101. Let's see what you get here. You got a 1. What would you like to make that? A 1 or a 10? A 1 or a 10? Corey says 10. Austin says 1. Emily says 10. All right, so we've got 3 people saying 10, 2 people saying 1. We're going to go with 10. All right. Those of you who are saying 1, maybe you need to tell your friends why you're saying 1 in the chat. All right, we're going up to 10 now. All right, so we've got 40 plus 10 plus 10, that's 60, plus 6 is 66. You've got 2 more rows. You have to get underneath 101. All right, you got a 6. I highly encourage you to go for 60 here. You've got a 6. What are you going to do? Says 6. Austin says 6. Emily says 6. I have a feeling that you guys are not listening to me. Everyone is saying 6. All right, 6 it is. 6 it is. That's what we'll put down in the chat. All right, so you have 1 more row. You have 40 plus 10 plus 6. That's 56. Plus 10 is 66. Plus 6 is 72. All right, so you have to stay underneath 101 to win. Let's see what happens. You got a 4. What are you going to do? Oh, we're getting lots of 4s in here. Austin and Jacory, William, Jose, everyone says a 4. Of course you want to do a 4 because with a 4, that means you have a total of 10, 26, 36, hang on a sec, 56, 66, 72, 82, 88, 92, and you win. You beat me. All right, so that's three games you've beat me, and that's the new version of 101. Who would like to play one more time? But this time, let's play the old version of 101. We'll just go back and forth with each other, okay? And we'll decide who gets closest to 101. You'll just get a chance to say when you want to stop. So if you'd like to play one more game, say so in the chat. If not, we will end the broadcast here. Who would still like to play another game of 101? But we're going to play the classic version. We're going to play the original 101 that we played last week. All right, if you'd like to play, let me know in the chat. And yes, congratulations to everyone. Mackenzie's saying, let's play. Emily wants to play again in the chat. All right, cool. Well, here, we'll play again, but we're going to play the original version of 101. All right? So thank you all for being nice to me, even though I lost. You know, I really do not like getting beat by kids. I love winning, and so it really is hurting me right now that you beat me 3 times in a row. Maybe I can redeem myself here and win. All right, we're gonna play one more game, and at the end of this game, I've got a point surprise for you. So if you hang in here till the end of the game with me, you're gonna get some major points for your house. All right, so we're gonna play the original version of 101. So that the original version of 101, you don't have to roll 6 times. You can roll and then quit whenever you'd like to. But this time, I'm going to let you go first. All right, so I'm going to let the students go first this time. I'm going to roll for you, and you tell me what you would like as far as the number goes. So here's your first roll. You got a 1. So what would you like? Would you like that to be a 1 or a 10? Oh, I'm getting a lot of 10s in here. Austin says 10. William says 10. Emily says 10. Jacory says 10. Jose says 10. Mackenzie wants to keep it a 1. Sorry, Mackenzie, you are outvoted on this one. Everyone wants a 10. Mackenzie said she wanted to keep it a 1 because we'll need it later to get 101, but maybe you'll get that opportunity again. All right, so students, you got a 10. All right, here's your next row. Here we go. You got a 6. What would you like to do with the 6, students? You've got a 6. Song is ended, and it looks like Jose is saying 60, William 60, Austin 60, Emily says 6, Mackenzie says 60. Sorry, Emily, you are outvoted here. 60 it is. Now remember, you're trying to get as close to 101 as you can without going over. So you have 10 and you have 60. So 10 plus 60, that means you have 70 now. All right. We're going to roll again and see what your next number is. You got a 4. What would you like to do with that 4? Remember, you have a total of 70 right now. What would you like to do with that 4? it looks like most people. Luke is another. I have two nephews playing here today, and so William Crader and William and Luke are my nephews. They live in Jonesboro, and Jonesboro got hit by the big tornado, and they were actually hunkered down. My brother is a teacher. I'm gonna tell you a real quick story. So the tornado that came through in Jonesboro, my brother is a teacher, and he was at his school doing some work when the tornado was coming through, and he called his wife and his two sons to come up to school, and they took cover in the school's bathroom while the tornado hit just down the street from them. Thankfully, they're okay, and their home wasn't damaged or anything, but a lot of folks' lives were uprooted there in Jonesboro this weekend. So definitely keep them in your thoughts and prayers. But that Luke, when he pops up on the screen like that, that's also my nephew. So hi, Luke. All right, so 4 it is. 4 is what everyone is saying that we need to put in here. 4. So we've got 10 plus 60 plus 4. That is 74. All right, let's roll again. You got a 2. What would you like to do with the 2? All right, you've got a 2. You have 74 points. We've got Mackenzie is saying 2. Emily is saying 2. Austin is saying 2. William and Luke are saying 20. Are there any other votes in here? Remember, you're trying to get to 101. The closest to 101 here wins. All right, so it looks like 2 is what we're doing here. So 2, if we add 2 to what you have, you've got 74, you've got 76. 76. All right. Kalia Murray is on here. Hey. I think this is Kalia's first time. So, hey, Kalia, I'm glad you're here and joining us. Everyone give Kalia a shout out. Also, Destiny and Faith are on here too, so you can give them a shout out. I'm glad y'all joined in. All right, so you've got, now here, let me explain something. We're playing the classic version of 101. So, we are not just doing 6 rolls here. You can roll as many times or as few times as you'd like. All right. So I know Mackenzie in the chat, she was saying that we only had 6 shots at actually winning, and that's not true. You could stop at any time. So we're playing the classic version of 101. So your goal is just to get as close to 101 as you can without going over. All right, that's the goal of this game. So right now you have 76 points. So we can roll again, and we can see how many points you get. So let's do it. All right, next row. A 4. You got a 4. All right, you've got a 4. So let's see what you're going to do with it. What do you want to do with your 4? All right, a lot of people are saying, everyone in the chat is saying 4. So I'm going to go ahead and put 4 down. You've got 74, 76. You have 80 points right now. All right, you have 80 points. Would you like to continue? Do you want to roll again? I'm going to give you an opportunity here. In the chat, say yes or no. You have 80 points. The closest to 101 wins. So tell me in the chat if you would like to roll again. A yes or a no in the chat. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? You have 80 points. William says yes. Roll again. Who wants to roll again? So y'all are funny with your hashtags here. Austin says yes. Emily says yes. All right, so we're going to roll again. All right, so roll again. You have 80 points. You have 80 points. Let's see what you're going to do here. You got a 1. That's a good number. That's an interesting number. You got a 1. What would you like to do with that 1? Remember, you have 80 points right now. So what would you like to do? Wait a minute. 64. Mr. Crader's wrong. You have, Mr. Crader's right. You have 80 points. So what would you like to do right now with that 1? Make it a 10 or make it a 1? All right, so we've got Mackenzie in all bold caps. Keep the 1. William says 10. Austin says 10. William's reminding everyone you can stop at any time. So, that's up to you. Mackenzie's saying you're going to need the 1. So we got a few more people I'm waiting on to vote. What would you like to do? Keep the 10 or keep the 1? You have 80 points right now. Emily says 10. All right. Emily says 10. It looks like most people are saying 10. I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds to get a vote in. Kalia says yes, so I'm assuming that means keep it a 10. All right, 5 more seconds to get your vote in. All right, so we're gonna make it a 10. So with a 10, that means you have 90 points now. All right, you have 90. Do you want to continue to row? You have 90 points, or do you want to stop? Let me know in the chat. All right, it looks like Mackenzie's saying don't risk it. William is saying continue. So that's one to continue and 1 to not continue. All right, you got 90. What should we do? What should we do? Shall we continue? What should we do? We can just make it a 1-digit number to get closer to 10. All right, William is reminding everybody, we can just make it a 1-digit number to get closer to 101, which that makes some sense. So if you'd like to, you can continue playing. You can just make it a 1-digit number until you get close to 101. So I think that's what we'll do. All right, we're going to keep doing it. I'm going to let you spin again, and we'll see what happens. All right, you got a 3. What would you like? You have 90 and you got a 3. What would you like? Make that a 30 or make that a 3? Three or a 30?
Look up, live free, dream big, and see the world is yours. The world is.
I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of threes on this, and it looks like that in the chat, everyone's saying 3. All right, so now you have 93 points. You're trying to get to 101. Shall we continue? All right, keep going. People are saying keep going. All right, I'm going to spin it again. Here we go. You got a 1. What should you do? What should we do with the 1? Keep it a 1 or keep it a 10? I'm gonna say that, you know, you've got 93. If you make it a 10, you're gonna have 103. My guess is you don't want to make it a 10, so I'm gonna go ahead and just make it a 1 for you to make that 94. Now, we can roll again because you have less, 6 points will not get you up to 101. So let's roll one more time. Now you've got a 5. So 94 plus 5 makes that 99. So now we all have, you've got to vote. Now you have to vote because you've got a total of 99 points right now. You've got a total of 99 points. Do you want to continue to try to get to 101, or do you want to stop and then let me go? All right. So you've got 99 points. Do you want to continue and try to get closer to 101, or do you want to stop right there? When this song ends, I'm going to add up all the votes and then we'll decide what we're going to do. All right, I don't think y'all are funny in the chat. Mackenzie says, "Listen to me, stop. It's essential." All right, so everyone is saying stop. Okay, so you have 99 points. Now I get to roll. So I have to score over 99, but less than 101 to win. So let's see if I can do this. All right. Here, because if I get 101, I win. If I get 100, I win. If I get 99, we tie. If I get anything above 101, you win. Or if I get anything less than 99, you win. So here we go. Let's see if you beat Mr. Crader. Surely you're not going to beat me 4 times in a row. I can't let kids beat me 4 times in a row. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. First row. I got a 2 on my first row. I'm going to make that a 20. All right. Second row. I got a 3. I'm going to make that a 30. So 30 plus 20 is 50. Okay. So I have 50 now. Roll again. I've got a 1. I'm going to keep that as a 1 right now because a 1's a good number. So I'm going to make that a 51. A 51. Now, if you're doing some math in your head right now, what do I need to roll to win this game? I've got 51. What do I need to roll to win this game? Put the number I need to roll in the chat and give me a lot of good vibes. Send them my way so that I can roll this number. I've got 51. What do I need to roll in order to win this game? There's a little bit of a delay between the chat and what I see pop up on my screen, but I'm guessing that people are probably going to be saying that I need to roll a 5. But Mackenzie's like, I'm not saying. She doesn't want to give me any help. But Mackenzie, guess what? I'm a teacher and I know 5 times 10 is 50 and 50 plus 51 is 101. So if I roll a 5 right now, I win and you lose. All right, so let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Maybe I can roll a 5. I need a 5. Hey! Oh, finally, Mr. Crader wins. I got a 5. I'm going to make that a 50 and 50. I'm going to make that a 50, and 50 plus 51 is 101, and I love the way that looks right there. Mr. Crader, 101. Students, 99. Finally, I beat you. Now you're still winning this series. You're ahead 3 games to 1. But oh man, I'm feeling so good right now. I think I'm gonna have to wear a Funda shirt tomorrow, even though Funda's not in the lead. But I have some really good news for all of you who are in the chat and are still playing right now. Since you've hung in here, this has been a long broadcast today, probably the longest one we've done, I think. I'm going to give each person that's in the chat 25 points for your house. So here's who I have in the chat right now. Let me pull this up. In the chat, I have Mackenzie, I have Emily, I have, oh, thank you, Miss Johnson. She gave me a yay, Mr. Crader. I have Jose, I have Jacory, I have Austin. Let's see. I have Faith and Destiny. I have, did I leave anyone out? Here's who I have in the chat right now. So please, oh, I have Kalia. Can't forget Kalia. She's saying no. So I have Jose, I've got Jacory, I have Austin, I have Mackenzie, I have Faith, Destiny, Emily, and Kalia. If I'm leaving anyone out that's still here in the chat, please let me know. I know Williams is in the chat, but he's not at our school. William and Luke, they're not at our school. But thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I am so happy. This made me so happy today. And for homework tonight, if you want to get 10 more points, I want you to play this game at home with someone at home. So you can play it with a sibling, your brother or your sister, or if you're an only child, you can play it with one of your parents or a grandparent if you're staying there with your grandparents. So play the game and send me a picture at carvercardinals@gmail.com and play me a game, and then send me that picture. Oh yeah, and the kids are reminding me, we've got Miss Yarborough and we've got Miss Johnston in the chat. I can't leave them out. They're going to get points for their house too. So I love it. Yeah, I see you, William, but you're not in one of the houses. Maybe I'll just let you pick a house, and your dad can send me a text, and we can do it that way. All right. Thank you all so much for playing. Tomorrow we're going to do something completely different, but a lot of fun. I hope all of you are back online at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Make sure you're checking your Google accounts and emails and things from your teachers. They're going to be sending you like AMI packets. Finish those AMI packets up that you got before school was out. Finish that work, and we're going to be sending you, more information. But the main thing is just stay safe. We're all going to get through all of this. We are, and I can't wait to see you in person again real soon. So I'm going to stay on the chat until the song ends, and then when the song ends, I'm going to close it out. Thank you all again for playing, and come back tomorrow, 1 o'clock. We're going to do something different, but it's going to be something fun. Have a great rest of your day. See you, everyone. Bye-bye.